Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, RAGFlow, an open source engine that's revolutionizing how large language models understand context. It fuses advanced retrieval augmented generation with AI agents to create a superior context layer for building smarter applications. With hundreds of new stars today, we'll explore why this project is setting a new standard for RAG technology. Why do large language models so often invent answers or hallucinate? It turns out the problem often isn't the model, but the data it's fed. The old principle of garbage in, garbage out is now the central challenge in applied AI. And one project suggests the solution isn't to fix the model, but to fix the input. That project is RAGFlow, an open source engine from the organization Infiniflow. It's built to be a better context layer for LLMs by combining retrieval augmented generation, known as RAG, with the power of AI agents. The project's growth is explosive, with over 88,000 stars on GitHub and nearly 500 new ones in just the last day. That kind of attention shows just how badly developers need a solution here. So, what's the core problem RAGFlow is built to solve? It all comes down to getting good information out of messy, real-world documents. Standard RAG pipelines just can't handle things like scanned PDFs, reports full of tables, or multi-column layouts very well. The result is fragmented or completely lost information. When an LLM tries to answer a question using this broken context, it has nothing reliable to work with. That's when it starts making things up. In the past, developers had to write fragile, custom parsers, or use simple text-splitting methods that would just destroy the document's meaning. RAGFlow takes a different approach with its quality in, quality out philosophy. It focuses on perfecting the data ingestion process right from the start. Under the hood, RAGFlow runs on a modular microservices architecture, all managed by Docker. This smart design separates the user-facing API from the heavy data processing, which is handled by an asynchronous task system. The first piece of standout technology is the DeepDoc module. Instead of just splitting text randomly, DeepDoc performs what's called deep document understanding. It analyzes page layouts, pulls out entire tables as single, coherent units, and can even understand images inside a file. Think of it like an expert librarian who sees the structure and intent of a document, not just the words. The second major feature is its agentic workflow. RAGFlow can automate complex, multi-step tasks, and crucially, it provides a secure sandbox for running code with a recommendation for Google's gvisor. This lets an AI agent safely execute generated Python code for deep analysis, a powerful feature that needs a strong security wall. Finally, the backend is pluggable. Users can choose between search engines like Elasticsearch or the company's own Infinity database, giving them flexibility for their specific performance and infrastructure needs. So, how would this be used in the real world? An enterprise could use RAGFlow to finally build a trustworthy internal knowledge base from its chaotic mix of scanned reports, presentations, and spreadsheets. For developers, it can be integrated as a back-end service to add smart, private data-powered Q&A into their apps. For data analysts, it automates the exhausting work of pulling and summarizing info from thousands of documents. Getting started is made easier through its containerized deployment. Even though the system is complex, using Docker and Docker Compose makes self-hosting a much more streamlined process. And for those who don't want to manage infrastructure at all, there's a cloud version available. The community feedback has been really positive. People are especially impressed with the DeepDoc module's ability to handle tough enterprise documents, saying it works much better than other solutions. It's often called a top choice for a self-hosted, production-ready RAG system. But there are some concerns. Users point out the high resource requirements and the complexity of deployment. Its multi-service architecture is robust, but it can feel heavyweight for a solo developer or a small team just wanting to experiment with RAG. Looking at the other side of the coin, the project does have its challenges. The microservices architecture, which involves at least 6 different services, creates a lot of operational overhead. Teams without deep experience in container orchestration might face a steep learning curve just to get it set up and keep it running. On top of that, the code execution sandbox, even when secured with tools like gvisor, introduces a security risk. Any vulnerability that allows an escape from that sandbox could compromise the entire host system, which requires constant watchfulness. The project's value really comes down to a trade-off. You get advanced capabilities, but at the cost of increased operational complexity. In the end, RAGFlow is much more than just another library. It's an opinionated, full-stack RAG engine that's built for production. It makes a powerful statement. For AI to be truly reliable, we have to master the science of data preparation first. Its intense focus on solving this first-mile problem is exactly why it matters so much right now.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.